Hi, this is Short John Red, and welcome back to another episode of Cabernet. Well, since there's not a lot left to do at this point in time, I guess I'm just gonna... did I... Okay, I didn't finish reading Carmilla. And you know what, let's get on Victor Hugo too. Oh, I forgot to mention that if by some chance I sound a little weird right now, I kind of have the sniffles.
Strange love.
So, yeah, it's that time of season and my allergies are acting up, so... Okay, there's one more tour.
Hello, Petya. How was your day?
Can't complain. Thank you.
That's good to hear. Let's go on another tour with Roman.
I was so hoping you'd stop by.
I wondered if it was a good time to continue our tour. I know I've taken far too much of your time already.
So, there's only one more place you want to show me.
Please. I take as much enjoyment from our time together as you. Perhaps even more.
Oh boy, please don't get the wrong
Now the
idea.
question is, where shall we go? I know. Our recent adventure reminded me of another creature I found in one of the books here. A chaotic spirit. The Nav.
The Nav. Normally when I think of Nav, I think of navigation. In Slavic mythology, Navs are hostile spirits that arise from the souls of the wicked, or from those who died under tragic circumstances. They tend to be violent towards human beings and jealous of their life essence. Do they drain life essence?
And we just so happen to have our very own Nav legend here in town, on Lover's Island.
Really?
How thrilling! I would indeed be most interested to learn more.
It's decided then. We're off to Lover's Island, where tales of our Nav await.
Forgive me if you hear a lot of sniffling. Like I said, I have the sniffles. I'm gonna try to move the mic away. Hopefully it won't be too much of a bother, but I'm sorry if it is.
Ah, splendid. It's still here.
I'm not flirting with him. I don't want it. Like, he keeps getting the wrong idea. So, our relationship might deteriorate again, but actually, what is our relationship right now? Yeah, I don't want him to have the...
Is this your boat?
Something of a town boat.
town boat. Okay.
The youths often sink it in the summer for amusement, and the elders dredge it out and repair.
That sounds annoying.
Don't worry, it's not a very long journey, and I will try not to weigh us down. Though I must admit I had a very large lunch.
Let's hope that does not seal our fates in the murky depths.
Can you... I doubt you're gonna instantly gain that much weight from one meal.
So, Lover's Island. Such a curious name.
Yeah, wonder why they called it that.
You will soon come to learn just how curious.
Why, is the name ironic?
And you say this place has a connection to a nav?
Yes, you see, a nav is said to arise from a tragic or untimely death. a soul grown hateful towards those who enjoy the life of which they were robbed.
Very cryptic. And who exactly is this Nav in question?
Yeah.
Several hundred years ago, this town and its surrounding counties were owned by a cruel lord, a general.
A general of what army?
The lord's most loyal underling was a man named Dragomir.
Wait a minute. Don't we know that guy? Yes! That Dragomir!
Dragomir?
Yeah, and we remember that name.
Yes, Dragomir was a native of town, and as such, he had been the lord's closest advisor since being gifted with the estate.
Estate. Land and people for a gift.
To be gifted a town and all the people within it. Such strange, cruel rules we live by.
Yeah.
Lisa, I fear you are beyond correct. With all his flaws, Dragomir had been vital in keeping the townsfolk safe from his lord's most vicious acts, redirecting his anger elsewhere.
I wonder what became of him.
And the island?
In his youth, Dragomir spent many a long day escaping to the island with his childhood love Elena, far from the eyes of their parents.
Wait, I wonder, is that what... Is that what Dragomir is? I just kind of assumed he was like a vampire, a very advanced form of vampire, but could he actually be a Nav instead?
So this is an island where lovers elope.
You won't think it's so romantic when you hear the full story.
Of course, something bad happens. Something bad always happens in these stories. Stop giving me flirty options, game.
Sounds foreboding. I look forward to hearing the rest of it. Let's head out.
We've arrived.
Weren't we already here, though?
Explore at your leisure.
I mean,
What do you have there?
I've been here a few times.
It looks like part of an old oar, preserved in the mud.
Surprised no one's touched it.
We are surely not the first to set ashore here under the cover of darkness.
Is something going on with the screen?
Let us continue the tale. The Lord was known to marry every year, only for his wives to disappear, leaving behind terrible rumors of their demise.
Huh. This is kind of giving me similar to vibes to Arabian Nights.
When it once again
Sort of,
came time
anyways.
for the Lord to take a wife, Dragomir's childhood love, Elena, was a victim of the Lord's desires.
He even looks like Although, he looks a bit younger. He didn't have a goatee yet.
Such evil.
Enough to rival even the darkest of authors' minds. Though I'm afraid this is not fiction. Where were we? Oh yes. On the eve of her betrothal to the Lord, Elena plotted with Dragomir to elope together, leaving town and the cruel Lord far behind. They were to meet in the old abandoned house on this island, their secret childhood sanctuary.
You mean that burned down house that Elisa's bar is in?
Now let us continue exploring.
An old bronze candlestick.
Perhaps it is the very same that was lit on that dark night. The Lord held tight patrols around the perimeter of his estate. The only route of escape was across the lake where no guards patrolled. Dragomir held watch duty outside the Lord's chambers that evening. He would have to wait until the dead of night before he could leave unnoticed. He would leave a boat for Elena to row to the island after dusk, where she would light a single candle in the window as a sign of her arrival.
A beacon of hope on the darkest of nights.
Dragomir would meet her there, and the two would sail together to the opposite shore, where a horse and freedom awaited.
But that didn't
To
happen.
risk one's life for love.
Would you do the same?
Yes, I believe I would.
I'm not choosing the
I'm
flirty
glad
option.
that with your arrival, romance and chivalry returns to town.
Would you?
Even if love were not a factor, I would do so, just to help her escape a cruel and undeserved fate.
Well, that's very selfless of you.
Though I am somewhat mistrustful of horses.
Bad experience.
Let us continue.
An abandoned house.
I believe it predates the Nav legend. A hermit is said to have lived here during the Dark Ages.
What do you mean by Dark Ages?
The hour approached, and Dragomir crept from the door of his lord's chambers, making for the lake. He arrived at the shore to see Elena's boat was absent. As to be expected, she must be awaiting him on the island.
All according to plan, thus far.
Well, I've already been told this story has a sad ending, and considering what happened to Dragomir, when are we gonna get to the part where things go
He
wrong?
rode through the dark water. As he drew nearer, a light became visible, flickering on the island.
Sorry if I'm sniffling. Let me guess. The house burned down with her inside it.
Dragomir reached the shore and ran to the doors of the house, his heart filled with joy.
You really know how to set up a character for a fall. I'm picturing him skipping with a picnic basket in hand.
That's a funny image.
It's the storyteller's #1 trick of the trade. The higher the heart, the greater the fall. Dragomir flung the door open to find no sign of Elena, just a solitary candle burning upon the windowsill.
Haunting.
Quite.
The story's still not over yet. What else is here?
It appears to be some kind of blade.
I'm surprised no one ever picked these things up.
Yes, I'd say a spear tip. The remnant of a bloody deed, perhaps. The tale continues.
Oh, so now blood's gonna get involved. Careful, I might
Door
start
to the house
salivating.
suddenly slammed shut, followed by the sound of a large bolt sliding into place and a familiar voice. You dare try to flee with that which is mine? The Lord spoke, and Dragomir's eyes filled with horror.
I have a suspicion they aren't getting on that horse.
Now you will burn, spoke the Lord, and with that the house was ablaze. Dragomir screamed in anguish as the cabin was engulfed.
Oh, so he was the one that was burned inside the house. Then whatever happened to Elena, wasn't it?
On any approach to the windows, the spears of the Lord's men would greet him. He was trapped.
I only see one guy. Well, the Lord and one soldier.
Dragomir burned to death in this very house, betrayed by his love through fear.
I feel. Yeah, so she basically set him up out of fear.
And what of her?
Elena was wed to the Lord that very morning. The scent of Dragomir's burning flesh still clinging to the Lord's beard as they kissed.
Is kissing really required for an arranged marriage? I honestly don't see the point.
Her fate after that day is unknown.
She broke. Screw that.
Such evil as I've never heard.
Then you should consider yourself lucky.
And with that, I'm assuming, a Nav was born. One who knows only hatred, pain, and despair.
Well, yes, according to the local residents. Though I find the reality far more comforting.
Which is?
That Dragomir's suffering ended that night when his body could no longer take the flame.
Yeah, we know for a fact that's not true. We actually met Dragomir.
Perhaps even before that, when the smoke overwhelmed his lungs.
I have such a wonderful time sharing these grisly tales with you. I almost forget how logical your medical mind truly is.
Well, not all the time. Only when it's convenient.
You truly believe them to be tales?
I believe all folk tales have a root in reality.
I mean, sure, a lot of legends tend to be rooted in some version of the truth. Like, ever heard of the cockatrice? It's like this half lizard, half chicken creature. I could be wrong, but I genuinely believe that those myths came about when people discovered the bones of raptors. Velociraptors and other such creatures. Like, they have very similar anatomy, being somewhere between bird and lizard.
The often brutal conditions of our world cause such unspeakable suffering.
Amen.
This makes us look beyond our physical confines to find solace and justice in the magical.
Oh.
Perhaps you're right. Justice is hard to find in this life. I too can understand why it's comforting to believe that it's granted by some unseen means.
As much as I'd like to believe that, I just have to acknowledge the reality. It's not exactly good to be in denial.
Makes the reality easier to live with.
Like adding honey to bitter medicine.
Why do people use honey instead of sugar? Honey has sugar in it, but come on. You know what they say, just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. Yeah, I already did this joke.
Lisa, I'd tour the world if it could be in your company, but it may be for the best that this is our last. I fear people will start to gossip if they see us alone together another night.
Yeah, it's locked, so...
I understand. Thank you, Roman, for giving me the pleasure of your company these few nights.
And thank you, Miss Morozova, for indulging every word of my old tales. Now allow me to play chaperone one last time and return you to the mainland.
Of course.
Heart. Okay, I wasn't looking, but I assume that said Heartbreaker. Yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna try to get involved with every one of the love interests. Just the ones that particularly interest me. Okay. The story is complete for now. Screw it, I'm gonna do it anyways. Just a single kiss.
Lisa, dear, I'm so glad to see you.
I'd very much love to kiss you right now.
Please.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna do it all the time, just... I don't know. Wait, I didn't mean to...
I missed you. Good night.
I didn't mean to talk to you a second time. Here we go. Okay, now I'm just gonna... So how many more...
Goodness!
I'm just gonna spend the rest of the day reading books. Victor Hugo. Now, just checking. What are my stats look like now? Well, this is what they look like without the dress. They're... Oh, I got mail. Right. You know, maybe Arvin had the right idea. Yeah, I knew it. Okay, let's see here.
A letter from Roman.
My sweet Lisa, I have some news I'd love to share with you and wish to seek your advice. Come visit, please, when you have a moment to spare. Yours always, Roman. Okay. Let's go to the library. And I really hope they're... And just seeing... Okay, so, yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna go to the state.
Lisa,
Well, in-game.
Yes, Roman?
there was something I said the other night that I've been thinking about.
I see. Let's discuss this somewhere more private.
I don't see why we'd need to. I mean, granted, there's
Go
someone...
on.
I assumed my desire to share these stories was driven by a need to form a connection with this land.
But...
Oh, yes. I remember.
Spending this time with you has made me realize it's not some idea of land I want to form a connection with, it's people. I've loved sharing tales with you, admiring your reaction and being gifted with your observations.
Well, you have a singular talent for sharing stories, and your passion is infectious. You really have something special to offer the people of this land.
Do you truly believe so?
Of course I do. I wish everyone could experience the knowledge you offer so freely.
Perhaps it's finally time to start planning my great expedition.
Expedition?
Your
To where?
expedition?
Yes, an expedition to share and learn the folklore of our country from the people themselves.
What a magnificent idea, Roman. The stories you will collect, the tales you will weave yourself. I will look forward to reading about all your adventures someday.
As do I look forward to recording it for you. Thank you, Lisa, for your encouragement and your companionship. You are a true friend.
Yes. And just friends.
As are you, Roman.
Now, back to work and planning. There is much work yet to be done at the bookstore before I embark on such a journey, but once complete, what adventures await?
Alright. So, oh, and I don't think I can buy any books from him, and... I guess I'll just... work, I guess. Oh, but wait, there is
Goodness.
something I can buy. So, are things still awkward?
Good choice.
Yeah, I'm just gonna spend this day working. I mean, starting to run out of things to do outside of the main quest. Sorry, give me a moment. Hold on. Okay. I hate Snivels. Alright. Actually, can I ask him about that
I
letter?
can't believe they took Kolya. I don't even know where to begin.
I'm very sorry, dear. I'm no stranger to loved ones being taken away. There is hardly a worse feeling.
Oh, I didn't even know I had any.
Perhaps the revolutionaries might know more about where they brought him. I heard they set up their den in the vodka bar.
I already know this.
Yes, that's a good idea. Dr. Volkov.
Okay, you don't have anything. Blood research. I mean, this one costs like 8 sessions, so yeah, and consider I can only do like 3 a day. I mean, might as well get a head start. Okay, I'm gonna sleep today, and then tomorrow I'm gonna go straight to the manor.
Welcome back, Lisa.
Hi there.
I'll leave this window open just in case. Let's put on my nice dress. Let's check the calendar and... yeah, I'm gonna go today.
Go away, you.
No more excuses.
Evening, Trophime. Could you take me to the Countess's manor, please?
Of course, my lady. Your wish is my command.
Perfect. Let's head out.
Yes. I mean...
Thank you kindly. Victoria knows something about what happened at the rally.
oh!
I have to get to the bottom of it, or I'll never find Kolya.
But, wait, there's something... is the cat gonna be here, or is it not? I don't see the cat. Is he really absent for story missions? During story missions? Oh my god. That cat's really not here, is he? I think there's like a painting piece right here. But no cat! It's bullshit. So, can I just go to the front door?
Looks like the Countess is not expecting guests today.
Alright, guess I gotta go in the sneaky way.
Eerie to be inside this room again. Alone.
Yeah, I haven't... Oh boy.
This is half of what you promised, Grigor. Half.
Grigor.
Well, what did you expect to happen when the Countess shifted production towards the main cellar? We have barely any bodies to work with. It's a miracle we even got this much.
All I know is that the Countess is not going to pet you on the head for this.
You are enjoying this, aren't you? You're still blaming me for that scar.
Not at all. This is just business. Bad business at that. Now give me your monthly books. I'll move them to the Countess's safe spot.
Oh boy.
Fine.
How long am I going to stay invisible for?
You know this game is rigged, and it won't last forever.
Game?
Time will tell, dear. Off you go.
She'd never tell me anything if I confronted her. This is better. I bet there is something among the Countess's papers that I can use to find out the truth. Locked.
Oh, we're actually going back here. Don't wanna... Yeah, don't wanna waste
I
my...
so hoped that I would never have to come back down here ever again.
Yeah, I'm just turning invisible because I have no idea. Okay, I don't... Oh.
2, 5, 10. Good. Surprised that it's all still there. Why the old bat insists on keeping her change here, I'll never know.
None of the cells down here feel like a safe spot. I wonder where she is going. Let's take a look, shall we?
Yeah, you know, I can probably afford some nihilism. Oh, a key.
Huh. A tiny key. What could something like this open around here? And some more money.
You know what? I have almost 90, so I can afford some extra nihilism.
Nobody here learns their lessons, do they?
And I'm short.
Why did she stop?
Oh no. Did she see me?
Of course. A hidden safe.
Oh.
Lisa, are you spying on us or here to steal?
Oh, I just reached... which one should I, Oh boy.
Either way, you're coming with me to the cellar.
Wait, what the hell? I'm sorry. Oh, thank goodness.
It's too dark. I'll break my neck if I walk around here like this.
Oh, thank good the autosave kicked in.
2... Why the old...
None of the cells down here feel like a safe spot. I wonder where she is going. Let's take... Huh, and some...
I mean, I already know.
Oh, but... Why did she stop?
Okay, hopefully this time...
Of course. A hidden safe.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. What the heck?
I don't think that there are any keyholes in the frame. That key must be for something else. There must be
combination.
some way for me to open it. Think, Lisa.
I am so glad the
Hello?
autosave kicked in.
Can anybody hear me? This cell. Didn't think I'd ever come back here. Wouldn't wish waking up here on my worst enemy.
I mean, I doubt there's gonna be anything in here.
The key fits. I was curious about what's inside
Oh.
from the start.
Really?
A sheet of paper. I have to admit that's a little disappointing.
Well, what's on the sheet of paper?
What does it
Another
say?
riddle. My first home so dark and alien, a cocoon for my fragile state. I don't know what that word is. Oh, sorry, give me a moment. Next, the instruments of my education, rigid, unyielding, cruel. Great, another sneeze. Last and most paramount, the gift near my crown that has brought me such might.
Is this a riddle? What could it mean?
No friggin' clue. Did I really reach max rank? As in, I can't get any more points?
It won't budge. That riddle from the
Oh.
note I found earlier. Could it be the answer? Let's see. So, according to the riddle, I should first touch the...
Great, I already... Can I look at the riddle, please? Damn it! Do I really have to figure this out on my own? Hey,
Nothing happened. I don't know if I did that correctly.
this is why you should let me look at... Okay, my first home, instruments of education, and something about a crown.
Is this...
Okay, so home,
It
education,
won't
crown.
budge. Could it be... Let's see. So,
Okay, so home would be painting's background.
nothing happened.
What do you mean I
It
didn't
won't
do
budge.
it correctly?
Could it be... Let's... So...
There's no... But the painting background, what else could be home referring to? The woman's pelvis?
Then I should tap the...
That makes no sense. Okay, so, woman's hand?
Nothing happened.
Oh, what?
It won't... Could it...
I swear,
Let's...
these
so-
riddles are so stupid. Like, okay, we already know it's the woman's
Then
pelvis. Woman's lips?
Nothing...
Oh, what the hell do...
Could it...
Okay, that note was not helpful at all.
Let's see. So,
Like, I don't know what a woman's pelvis has to do with home.
then...
And I don't know what the man's hands has to do with instrument.
Finally, I should press the...
Child's head. That has to, like... Head and crown go hand in hand. I don't know. Like, if this is wrong, I'll be genuinely surprised.
That's it. It worked. So, what do we have here?
Well, we got a few things. got an
This
envelope.
envelope looks just like the one I, took from the Skvortsov house. Feels like a lifetime ago. There are receipts and invoices inside with the town hall sigil. A lot of these seem to be for some sort of construction.
Yeah. Okay. Official document.
Wait, what's this?
Dead souls list?
It has Kolya's name written on it.
Huh, it does. It's like it's under dissonance, the fourth row. It's the first name. Do we know any of these other names? None of them are ringing any bells.
Deceased? No, that can't be. It also lists Gosha as deceased, and I just spoke with her. They can't be dead.
Let's see. A
There's
chart.
also some sort of chart here.
And a necklace.
A pearl necklace. But it's quite dull and yellow. It must be incredibly old, yet somehow looks so familiar. A pearl necklace. It must.
Oh, so that's just it. We're not
I
doing
don't
any.
know what's going on here, but I should certainly pay a visit to Town Hall. I need to head there right now and get to the bottom of this.
Okay, let's hope I can. Oh my god!
Did you think you were the only one who can turn invisible and follow people?
Oh fuck.
I saw you closing the safe. What the hell are you doing here?
Huh, apparently I can. Will lying even work? I have a feeling she's pretty good at spotting liars, but. Let's try it anyways.
Relax. The Countess sent me here herself to put something inside the safe.
I don't believe you.
I
You warned me first.
called it. I frickin' called it. I knew that wasn't gonna work. I knew she was too smart for that.
Fine. Look, the truth is, I've been teaching the Countess how to paint.
She's not gonna buy this bullshit.
She just finished her first work and wants to store it here because she's too nervous to show it to anybody.
This is ridiculous. This can't be true.
I know it's hard to believe, but that's what happened. If you don't trust me, why don't you check for yourself?
Fine.
Okay, what do I gotta do? Do I gotta...
Better latch the door before she gets here. There. She won't be getting through this.
Did I hear a gunshot?
Let me out. Let me out right now.
I don't think so.
Hey, you know, sounds from here don't travel far.
Really? What an interesting fact.
Do you really think telling me that is gonna give me any... is gonna gain you any sympathy
My
for me?
coffin isn't here. You will let me out by sunrise, right?
You know what? I can afford to be a little cruel.
Ooh, I doubt that. Sorry. But sure hope you have a good night.
I mean, you hired the shooter. You're probably responsible for my brother's disappearance. Oh, and don't think I forgot what you did. Even if he's alright now, Petya still suffered because of you.
You bitch!
Yep, I'm actually gonna leave her to die. Because, well, I believe a certain sea god once said that ruthlessness is mercy upon ourselves. Oh, I better get out of here while I still have the chance. And it's raining.
I must get to the town hall as soon as possible, please.
At your service. Go, Marta.
Wow, this is kind of thrilling.
Thank you, Trophime,
Yeah, let's give
for
him
your
a-
trouble.
I mean, I did steal this money. I should give it back to the people.
Thank you kindly.
Oh, just one last thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like, I know it's cruel, but hey, like I said, ruthlessness, people.
Never mind, actually. All is well.
Wow, I gained a lot of nihilism there. Oh, and she's dead.
Goodbye, my lady.
Well, I mean, she's not dead yet, but
Go,
she will
Marta.
be. Chapter 7, Cabernet. Why is this chapter called Cabernet? What the hell?
Yvonne?
Oh, it's you again.
You sound unhappy.
Where is Gosha?
I don't have the foggiest idea. Haven't seen her since yesterday.
That's strange. I barely remember seeing you two apart.
We didn't leave on the greatest terms.
Let me guess, she didn't like the bomb idea?
Perhaps she took our fight to heart. You know how you ladies are.
Us ladies?
You better be careful with your next words there.
I meant passionate people.
Right.
Sure, that's what you meant.
What are you doing here at this hour?
I could ask the same of you. But I won't, as I respect the privacy of my fellow citizen. I hope the same courtesy can be extended to my person.
I know about the bomb.
Really? And what are your thoughts?
Why does getting rid of it require nihilism? You know what, what are you planning to do?
Well, it depends. What exactly is your plan here, Yvonne?
You're a doctor, Lisa, aren't you? Must have been hard to earn your degree, especially as a woman. All the science you had to learn, books you had to read, exams to pass. You must be very gifted. I myself was never a gifted child, if you can believe it.
Oh, I can believe it.
I was never good at arithmetic, or physics, or chemistry.
Neither am I, but that's no excuse to be using bombs.
I struggled with the subject until I realized that personality, innate charisma, could be an even greater gift.
And you have neither of those things. Like, you literally have nothing.
That changed a lot of things.
Just get to the
I
point.
don't have all day, Yvonne.
Have a little patience there, Lisa. I'm going somewhere with this. The most important lesson I learned was that people are scared of their own incompetence.
That actually does have some credence, doesn't it?
It only takes a few careful words to begin leading them down the right path.
Or the wrong path.
If you speak with conviction, with righteousness, people will believe you. People will follow you without question, no matter the trials, no matter the cost. Well, most will. People like Gosha occasionally create complications. But no matter.
What?
All I need to do now is provide that initial spark of action.
What about the people?
But the people trust you. Are they really so expendable to you?
Unlike the thieves and murderers in the town hall, I know exactly what people need.
No, you don't, Yvonne.
I'm also the one who's willing to do what is necessary to provide it. It's as simple as that.
No, it ain't that fucking
All
simple.
the vision, all the hope in the world is nothing without clear action, unburdened by lesser worries.
I'm just curious where I stand with him right now. Okay, we're neutral.
Before the sun rises, justice will be served for the common folk at last. Say, you've been a useful asset to the cause.
Oh, have I now?
When that kid, your brother, went missing, I thought we'd never see that package.
I gave it to Ghosh and told her what it was, hoping she'd do the right thing, but I'm guessing she didn't.
I should go. Kolya needs me.
I still hope you'll come for the show before the sun rises. No one wants to miss out on the day of reckoning.
The day of reckoning. That can't be good. Now, to search the town hall. No more distractions.
I guess...
Locked, as expected. Maybe I should try my luck via the balcony. Ah, unlocked. Perfect. Looks like someone is still here. The mayor must be working late. Good. Time to answer some questions.
Oh boy, how's this? Oh, the Countess is here.
Countess Orlova?
Lisa, what a nice surprise.
Is it nice, though?
I was just finishing up some work. I certainly didn't expect to see you here. Do you have a form to file for the city head's attention?
Something like that.
I have a feeling I'd need to be very careful with my words here.
Well, I'm afraid all the bureaucrats are already gone. No one's putting in the work nowadays, you see. Banker's hours.
It is pretty late, at least by human standards.
God, can this bitch have a single ounce of empathy? But I guess that's a little too much. Too much to ask for a noble, am I right?
Don't get me started on that. The whole country daydreams about getting plastered in the evening and then leaves with the first whistle. And then they wonder why the economy's going pear-shaped and the country is in pig's shit. But I digress. What brings you here tonight, darling?
Oh man, so many skill checks.
Oh, there is this project I've been helping the mayor with. He asked me to survey the peasants regarding their workload and report back with the results.
Hopefully you're not as smart as Victoria.
Did he now?
Hope it's all right with you, Madame Orlova.
Like, I can't be honest with this woman.
Of course, dear. How can I say no to taking initiative?
Okay, thank goodness she's not stupid, but unobservant.
Next time, though, run those things by me. All business requires due diligence.
Will do, Madame Orlova.
I'm actually glad I ran into you, dear. There was something I wanted to discuss.
Oh, boy.
From the moment I saw you on your first night in that dirty little nightgown, something told me that you are special. You don't know this, but the envelope that you were tasked to retrieve from that house was quite valuable. I was trying to work out a deal, and man alive, it got me quite some leverage at the time.
At the time? You know what? Sure, let's just butter up a bit.
I'm glad I could be of service.
Though I do like that there was a bit of a pause between I'm and glad. A bit of hesitation.
Don't flatter yourself too much, honey. Now, stay
Don't call me
with
honey.
for a minute. How familiar are you with the works of the stock market?
It seems 25 is the... At least I'd like to believe 25 is the limit.
It's rather simple, isn't it? People invest into companies and futures. If they guess right, they get a payoff.
Oh boy, I feel like this video's gonna go on for an hour. But it's fine. Sounds like a lot of important stuff's happening.
Not much different from a casino when you think about it.
Couldn't have put it better myself. Whoever correctly predicts what will happen receives a substantial payoff.
But let me guess. You want to rig the outcome. Or something like that.
Sounds like a fun time, if you have the money.
Oh, it is indeed, dear. Good fun. Now, I know you've wrestled some with your new identity. Tell me, where do you stand on your eternal life nowadays?
It's... yeah, like... Again, I'm not looking for what... I'm not gonna say what I think she wants to hear or even what she thinks she wants to hear. I'm just gonna tell it straight. It's complicated.
I keep going back and forth on that one.
Fair enough, dear. I found that there isn't one correct answer myself. However, none of those fools playing the game have what you and I have.
Oh, yeah? Oh, sorry. And what is that, I may ask?
None of them live long enough to see the truth and learn their lessons.
I only recently became a vampire, and you've been playing at this game far longer than I or even most other vamps have.
Any vampire who's lived longer than a century and not become rich is a waste of opportunity incarnate.
Well, good thing it hasn't been a century yet.
We can invest in people, play them like cards in our hands. We are able to predict what will happen better than anyone because we've seen it all happen 1,000,000 times over right before our eyes. But even other vampires, none of them have our heads on their shoulders.
What exactly are you trying to say?
Yeah.
Have I not made myself clear? I am offering you to become my protege, silly.
Protege?
You've earned it. You've proved yourself.
Have I, though?
Victoria, Hussar, all the others. None of them have what it takes. But you and we can move mountains together.
I don't know how to feel about
You'll
this.
live with me at the manor, and I'll teach you all there is to know about running a thriving business. An empire. We will bend the country itself to our very will and live like the queens we deserve to be.
I really don't like how this conversation's going. What if I just choose silence?
Don't tell me. I know what bothers you.
Oh, do you? You know, I'm just gonna say straight. No, you don't. You're just assuming you know.
It's your missing brother, isn't it?
Well, you're certainly close.
Well, what if I told you that I could reunite you two before sunrise?
Oh boy, now you're gonna hold his life over my... dangle his life over my head just to get me to agree.
How is that possible? I don't even know where he is, let alone the fact that he's arrested.
For as long as I've lived in this country, and it's longer than I care to admit, dear, the law has never worked the same for people like me versus people like your brother. I can promise you not only his freedom and safety, but that your whole family will be taken care of for generations to come.
Oh my god, now you're actually starting to say things I'm interested in.
Is what you are saying true?
I appreciate that you're thinking through this, but what reason do I have to lie, dear?
I could think of a few. Oh boy, it has been over an hour, but I don't have many save opportunities, so I guess we'll just have to push
yourself
it.
worthy. You've earned the right to power in our ranks, and now you may choose what to do with it. Come with me, and we can change the world together. What do you say?
Madame Orlova, thank you for your generous offer.
Oh my god, you just... Oh man, I am in a really tough spot here, aren't I? Like, I don't trust this woman, but at the same time... She said the whole family, including Cola. I probably said his name wrong. Oh man, I wish there was a third option. I'm just checking. Where's the Oh no, wait, this is Wow, I was not expecting things that turn out this. You know what? I'm gonna do something crazy. I'm gonna end this off on a cliffhanger.